On April 21st, 2012, a beautiful, talented, giving, optimistic young woman by the name of Nicole Westbrook was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in Pioneer Square in Seattle, Washington, and someone knows.
That was almost 1 year ago, and still there are no leads or suspects, but someone knows.
So far, no one has come forward with the information that police need to solve this case and find the person who killed Nicole, but someone knows.
We want the people in Seattle and Nicole's family who are desperate for closure to know that this crime has not been forgotten, and it won't be until someone comes forward. We're waiting for that person because someone knows.
And make no mistake, this isn't just a cute little campaign with a small number of people. So far, this campaign has groups and organizations numbering tens of thousands of people who are all standing by to launch the Someone Knows campaign and help it go viral.
Some of the people involved already that we're so grateful to include American models, Miss L, part of the show here. Also, Nicole's cousin, Tassia Westbrook Archuleta, Jackie McMahon, Logan Natalie Ratcliffe, our artist and illustrator, Jen Rains, Ryan Smith, who is composing a song called Someone Knows. We have an Australian team also, photographer Andrew Prisk, Australian cover model Sandra Vanderweerd. I hope I'm saying that right, Sandra. Also, Keisha Wo. Keisha, I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. Also sponsored by Unique Magazine. Port Mahadia, a band with a huge international fan base. Chuck Rogers and Raw Talent Clothing, which is an apparel company with a huge national fan base. RockHardChick.com, which is a social website getting close to 1 million hits a month. International model Carrie Ann, and a huge modeling organization called Models and Actresses International with over 11,000 members. International modeling fan page called Place for Models with over 20,000 fans. Racing Southwest and Greg Mondragon are also jumping in to help us. We're getting more members every day.
Remember, someone in Seattle shot and killed 21-year-old Nicole Westbrook last April 21st in Pioneer Square, and someone knows.
We thought we would open with that today. It kind of goes with our theme.
It sure does.
Which was the Country Music Awards. Whoops.
Jim's having a little trouble getting the music to stop.
Good help is so hard to find nowadays.
Yes, so today our only review will be the ACM Music Awards,
48th
right?
Annual Academy of Country Music Awards.
There we go.
And the song we opened with was actually the Song of the Year, which was written by Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert. That particular performance was by Natalie Pope from The Voice. Before we get started, we wanted to also welcome a listener. Elle, we have a listener in the Philippines.
Swear. Wow, that is fantastic. Well, hello out there in the Philippines.
Her name is Charmaine.
Charmaine.
Charmaine, thank you for listening. We're
Yes,
glad that
thank
you're
you.
reaching all the way across the ocean or countries or whatever you have to reach across to listen to us. So welcome, Charmaine from the Philippines, who
Yay.
listens to Two Views Review.
Clap, clap, clap for Charmaine.
All right, we're going to do a quick catch-up on our Final Four action. Last week, we did choose at the end of the show, and as many of you know, the game was played yesterday, or Saturday, whatever day it was, to knock the Final Four down to the Final Two. And the championship game involving those two teams is being played probably as we speak. So, Elle chose Wichita and Michigan, so she was half right.
I was half right.
Yep,
All right,
Michigan did advance.
Nice.
I chose Louisville and Syracuse, and I was half right, just like us.
I know, right?
So Louisville won, and they advanced. So, Elle, Louisville is playing Michigan. Louisville is the favorite, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Who are you picking? They're playing right now to win the national championship of college basketball. Louisville or Michigan?
I'm going to go with Michigan, since everybody likes Louisville. I'm always the odd one.
Okay.
I like to be a rebel.
Okay, you know what? We're going to go down together.
We're going to go down together?
Yes, we are.
Sweet.
We stick together.
All right.
I'm going with Michigan, too. So we're either the great prognosticators of sports, or we're going to forget we ever did this and move on the next show.
Exactly.
Okay, so Elle and I picked Michigan to be the national championships, and this show was recorded before that final came in.
Yes, so we'll have to tell you guys who won next Monday.
Hopefully you'll know. Okay, so let's get on with the 48th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, Miss Elle.
Glad to go first. All right, so this was definitely Jim's pick this week.
Wow.
I was forced to watch this.
Oh, no.
I admit I'm not into country music at all.
Well, have an open mind. I listen to your music.
If I had to choose between country music and Spanish, I'd go with Spanish 100% of the way.
No.
While watching this award show, I was thinking, how am I going to review this without being mean? But then I said to myself, just keep it real. So that being said, I hope I never have to watch another country music award show in my life. If it wasn't for my dedication to Two Views Review, I would have turned the channel right as the first artist was done and tried to come up with a decent enough review today. But I suffered through the entire 3 hours it was on. I wanted to stuff cotton balls in my ears just to make it through. I knew a few faces throughout the night, like Blake Shelton, of course, from The Voice, Kelly Clarkson, and Carrie Underwood. And how about that awkward moment that LL Cool J popped up?
Oh,
You are not country. What were you doing on this show?
I said the same thing.
I will say this. I think the last 5 to 10 minutes, were worth watching because my man Stevie Wonder made an appearance. And he saved me from pure agony.
Oh, no, Elle.
He was by far the highlight of the entire show for me. I am sorry, are you country lovers out there? I'm just not into country. I've tried to listen to it. I do have an open mind, like Jim said, have one. I try. I really do want to like it, but I just can't. It doesn't, it's painful to listen to sometimes.
All right,
Jim?
well, I'm not going to say I loved it, but I certainly didn't not like it as much as you did. So here's what I thought about the show.
All right.
It's called the 48th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards. Let's look at that a little closer. 48th Annual? No problem, because who's counting anyway? Academy? Yeah, I can buy that. Most of the people involved were dressed more for the Academy Awards than for some country music award show. Didn't you think that, sort of?
Is there supposed to be a difference? I mean...
Yeah, I didn't think they would be all...
That dressed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And did I say country music? Better yet, did they say country music? Okay, I know this show had something to do with country music because many of the dudes were wearing cowboy hats. And a couple of them even sang some songs that could be classified as country. But other than that, it was anything but country. Let's see. It was held at the MGM Grand and the Orleans or whatever in Las Vegas, not the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. You ever heard of that?
Yeah,
okay,
I have actually.
Good. Most of the ladies were wearing fashionable evening gowns and other forms of dresses with dazzling jewelry and other trendy accessories. Many, if not most of the gentlemen, were wearing suits and ties, vests and scarves, and I don't believe any of them had rhinestones outlining their lapels. Instead, there were flames shooting out of the stage, a shower of sparks, a drummer with a mohawk, people suspended on a floating bed, black leather suits, gigantic video screens. These country music awards had the likes of Stevie Wonder, John Mayer, LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Stop me when it sounds like I'm reviewing a country music show.
Yeah, exactly.
The opening was a little off color, with Blake Shelton and some other guy. I don't remember who he was.
Something.
I think he won something else. It was the kind of locker room humor referring to the size of each other's man parts. Like, your jeans are like a cheap hotel, no ballroom. And, oh, yeah, what size are yours? Extra empty? But after that, it turned into a slick Vegas show that would rival any of the other shows that Vegas is known for. For me, some of the highlights were Blake's tribute to his wife, Miranda Lambert, after winning Best Song, which they co-wrote. The band Perry, it was the girl singer, and they were all...
Yeah.
Oh my God, where have these guys been? They killed it on stage. I am now a fan and will seek out anything they do. Mad props to them. However, they aren't really country, but I guess they're the new breed of country. Hunter Hayes. Who is this kid? The guy
the little boy with the blonde hair?
Oh my God.
He was really good.
He just shreds the guitar.
Yeah,
he's phenomenal. And he sings with Stevie Wonder. Dude hit it out of the park. Speaking of Stevie Wonder, he pretty much turned the Country Music Awards into the
Thank you, Stevie Wonder
almost
show.
any kind of music awards. Keith Urban, Tim McGraw, and Taylor Swift. Very cool performance. And who knew Keith Urban could dominate on the guitar like he did? All the speeches were short and sweet. But then again, there were only like 8 awards anyway, because the rest were all performances.
Yeah, we had to find some other stuff to fill in for 3 freaking hours.
And speaking of performances, for me, the best performance of the night, next to the ones I already mentioned, was Jewel. Good grief, her voice is like that of an angel who just sipped the sweet nectar from a field of lilies planted in heaven and watered with the fresh morning dew that dropped from the stars. Jewel can straight up bring it. What a voice. Loved it. So all in all, it was a fun show, lots of energy, few surprises, fast-paced, and very entertaining. But, see if you know any of these names. Hank Williams, Porter Wagoner,
Nope.
Patsy Cline,
Yes.
Jimmy Dean,
Yes.
Johnny Cash,
Yo.
Conway Twitty,
Nope.
Buck Owens,
Nope.
and George Jones
Nope.
would be turning over in their graves.
Oh gosh, yes, especially Patsy Cline. I mean, that's good country to me. That to me is country music.
Wow,
This
listen to
country
Elle.
music, whatever they were doing last night or whenever we watched this Sunday, this was not country.
So
Kelly
there-
Clarkson, really? Okay. Anyway,
That was our
our
show for this week. We have some surprises for next week.
I'm
and,
Elle, of course.
I'm Jim. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of
of Two Views Review.